Welcome back to, what is this? Episode 5 of FTB Infinity. I'm ZurnZen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Hope everything's cool with you. A little update to the man cave. Well, let's get straight on with it, I think. Lots to do this episode. As I said last episode, I was going to make a crude little spawner. Well, I've done that just down here. Dug out a little area. Above here is a 9x9 box with some spawners in that I diamond dollied from various places. Very crude little things set up down here. I've got some iron spikes. Oh, here they come. Iron spikes which will just kill them, and then the drops will be sucked up by this vacuum hopper into this chest. And how noisy are you? Once again, very noisy. Turn you down a little bit. I'll probably get a muffler for this area so I don't have to listen to their incessant clattering and chattering. So that all goes into here. I've popped on a transfer node on the end with a filter that will filter out witches' hands and certain bows, and it will pop them into the recycler. So I'll get scrap from that, which in turn gets me scrap boxes and it's just random goodies, really. So if I get overloaded in here with, say, spider eyes, go in here, pop them in there, and actually get something back out of them. Cool. So I'll just take you outside and show you the horrible area that is now the spawner. It would help if I had hover on. Let me just switch that on. There we go. So I'm not falling like a stone. This is a top-down view. I've got a little spawner tree there. Yeah, they are spawning on top. I need to put some half slabs on there to stop them from doing that. And it's just a simple conveyor belt system that drops them down onto the iron spikes down there. Take you down to the side view. There you go. Little tree. Nice and simple. And I have to be within 16 blocks for that to work, because all spawners are a 16 block radius, I believe. I think they are. So if I'm here, they won't work, but if I'm about here, then they start to kick in. So it's not too bad. I can AFK down here. Put the glass on, because sometimes the drops just fire out the side, and this just channels them down nicely. I did have XP going in here. Because I've changed the spikes, you can have 4 different types of spikes. There's wooden, iron, gold and diamond. The wooden ones drop them down to 1 heart, so you can just quickly punch them and they will die, and you will get loads of XP from that. If you, in your vacuum hopper, if you tell your vacuum hopper to output down into a tank, you can just right click this and you'll get levels. It's nice. Saves having to kill them. So this is all going to change. I'm going to put some grinders in here. Make this into more of an area where I can collect mob essence, because mob essence is what I need to get simply for the auto spawners. Because that's the fuel that creates auto spawning. But at the moment, we are stuck for that because we have no emeralds whatsoever. I found a couple of villagers and they want emeralds rather than actually give you emeralds. So I'm going to have to find some extreme hills, do a bit of mining, see if I can find some diamonds or emeralds, or go around the nether and see if I can find some there. But ridiculously short on that. Anywho, little bit of a remodel down here. Just moved the soul sand across here. Blocked off this little area. So because we'd made this channel here, I had to move all the tinkers down this side. Just little area like this. Nothing major. Now, other changes that we have. We've upgraded the cables, so they now carry more power. That's just a painting machine. The painting machine is simply to hide these cables. You can micro block these cables, but you cannot micro block these. because they stand proud of the surface. So you wouldn't get a flat surface like this. You would end up with a surface like that, which is more than annoying, if you ask me. So you can't do that with the Ender.io cables. You need to use painted facades, I think they're called. This is one of them down here. I've got some in a chest over here, I think. Let's just have a look, see. I did have them somewhere in this mess. Never mind. Anyway, you create, let's just have a look on the NEI. That'll tell me. Why the hell not? That's what it's there for. So you use the, there they are, conduit facade, which is just made out of conduit binders. Once you've got one of those, go into the painter, pop the block in there, and then you just pop any block in behind it, and it will paint it that colour. And it's quite useful for hiding cables. So you'd now get this conduit facade. And it looks like just a normal block. As you can see, when I go over a wrench on it, it'll actually see through it. So you can see through here and see the cables underneath. Quite sweet. And then you can paint them whatever you want, really. Doesn't really matter. What else do we have then? Moving on, we've reconfigured this a little. I think I went over this in the last episode, so I won't dwell too much on this. Nothing's changed here. But look, we're now getting into AE2. I've just roughly set up an inscriber. At the moment, I'm just manually printing these. I'm going to actually set up probably a Steve's Carts setup. I used to have a different setup, which is actually much bigger, but it was really ugly and unwieldy. But I've just seen another one that somebody's done using Steve's Factory Manager, not Steve's Cart, Steve's Factory Manager, which compacts it down to 3x3 area, which is really nice. Whereas my old one was something like a 10x6. It was quite horrendous. But what all we're doing here is I've got, if I show you that, I just drop normal Zurz quartz in here, pop them in there, it charges them up, and then from there they pop out the top and down into this down here to give us charged Zurz quartz, which you will need for AE2. Let me just grab some, I'll just show you. Right, there you go, pop them in, you can see. As soon as they're charged, they get sucked back out and off they go. Sweet. I'm extending this little section down here. I think this is where I'm going to put AE. This is where I'm going to put drives and access areas. Because behind here we have the energy acceptor, which converts it into applied energistics energy. Because the new AE2 just doesn't take any old energy. It has to go through energy cells or acceptors. Which is a bit of a pain, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Now, this has changed slightly. I did record some footage earlier of, well, you'll see in a minute, where this is a lot different. This is a newer version. What I've had to do is, because I had so much cobble coming through this ender chest, I had to quickly make a deep storage unit. Otherwise, I would have had loads of jabber barrels everywhere, and that wouldn't have been, yes, and I am breaking it with an axe. That wouldn't have been conducive to a nice tidy storage system. So I've just got some basic stuff coming from the ender chest into these basic barrels. Anything that's not in a barrel goes into a catch-all at the end, where I can just pluck these ores out like this. I know it's all a bit manual at the moment, but that will change. Let's just pop that into the grind and smelt. Is there another one? No, just empty. That'll do its thing. Bit of squid. Ooh, lovely. So what I'll do is I will roll the VT and show you what was recorded earlier. And that will give you some idea of why this is here. Okay, roll VT. So we now have a quarry, and I've placed it in one of my Mistcraft worlds, the Dune world, where radiation is a man's best friend. So let's pop over there now, have a look-see. There you go, oh, it's night, lovely. So, just pop out here, and as you can see, I've got a little quarry running down here, and a creeper coming to ruin my day. Come on, come on. Get away, don't you be an idiot. Oh. Well, I've never seen that before. The quarry appears to still be going. We've just lost the frame. Huh. Strange. So I've got a simple quarry setup. Couple of tubs of lava going into 2 lava gens which power a leadstone energy cell. Okay, yes, it's a little bit low. I may change that because we need to speed this up. So I believe I've got a hardened one here. So let's do that right now while we're here. Let's just pop this one out and pop that one in. Make sure I don't get killed in the process. Go away. Honestly, you guys. More hats, deep joy. So let's, oh, come on, right. Anywho, so let's just make sure that we are outputting to the quarry and we are inputting from the jennies, so we need that side inputting, front inputting, that outputting. Lovely. And make sure that's ignored. I hear another growl. Nope, seem to be clear. So that should give us a little bit more of a boost. That's draining quite quickly. So these will keep up, but they're not that good, and the problem that I'm going to face is that I'm going to be running out of lava and constantly coming back here to sort this out. So what we want to do is we want to create an ender tank, because we are going to go to the nether and create a lava solution for the time being until we actually get tesseracts and power this by big reactors. Let's just do it down and dirty. So we're going to pop in an ender tank. Let's place it, because we only need it going into 1 tank. So if let's think, I'll just pop it on the side of one of these. I'll pop that there and place it on top of there, like that. And then we'll have pressurized fluid going into that tank. And that's set to output. So let's extract that. Set to white, it's nice and basic, because we're on a single player world. I don't have to worry about coding it, locking it, anything like that, because there's nobody here to steal it. And this should provide a suitable amount of lava from the nether. I think that needs to be on output mode. Yeah, output mode. And that will keep this tank full of lava, this tank and this drum. And hopefully we won't have to worry about it. Now, popped an ender chest on top of here. This will be sending back, I've got another one of these back in the man cave. This will be sending back, I've got to keep my eyes out. So many noises. This will be sending back all this gubbins. I do have speed and other upgrades on the chest back there. I've turned them off because I was just trying to sort out a problem with unloading worlds. Normally when you put a quarry down, it will chunk load the quarry, but in Mistcraft worlds it seems to ignore that. So I popped down So many flying things. I've popped down a chunk loader with a radius of 3, so that's covering 25 chunks. That covers this entire quarry. But when you do log in to your world, you need to come back into here to refresh it, unfortunately. It doesn't auto-refresh, which is a bit of a problem, but hey ho, you know, first world problems. Can I assist you? No, thank you very much. Oh, what was that? Something bit me. Aha, you. Get out of it. So let's that's all sorted there, should be all ready. Let's pop back into the man cave and then jump into the nether and set up the other side of this. So here we are back in the man cave. I made a linking book to get to the nether, so I don't have to use the portal anymore. This will take me directly to the fortress, I believe. Let's just have a look. There we go. Oh, there we go. See, yeah, this takes me right back to the fortress. That's nice. So we do have, let's just have a look at our map. And let's pop caves on. Have I done it again? I probably have. Let's just have a look at options. Full screen, show caves. There we go. So yeah, we do have a lot of lava around here. I don't really want to take this lava from here though, because this is going to promote wither spawns on these paths here. So I might just drift over here, start on this pool here. That'll be a better option. Because if we take the lava out, we promote more spawns, because we create dry areas for mobs to spawn on. Not a good idea. That'll limit the amount of wither skeletons that we spawn in these areas, and we don't want to do that because we want to come back here and get some skelly heads. So let's just have a look. It's over to the east. We are facing south, so it's in that direction. So let's pop over there. Try not to die in the process. And so yeah, let's create it down here. Actually, let's go a bit further out. Down there looks good enough to me. So let's just dig a little hole before I land in lava, like that. And then what we need to do is just dig a little hole like this, just so we can pop our pump in here, like that. And I've forgotten to bring the pump. That is useful. Be right back. And we're back. So, finally got the pump. We're using an endothermic pump, which is quite a little bit of a complex recipe, not too major. The ender infuse needs an ender pearl and obsidian, and just general stuff like that. Nice and easy. And what this will do is this will replace lava. It's a nice, kind of lag-free pump for the nether. Just pop that down, and that will replace all source blocks with stone and cobble, I believe. So what the system that I use is I have a lava drum with some in here. I'll pop that on the top. This will pump lava directly into this drum, but we need an engine to power it, so I've got a lava generator, so it should be self-sustaining. And then we have pump out of there, so we extract into here. There you go. So that's already started now. So if I check this out, there you go. You can see we're already pumping lava into that tank. From here we need our, where is it? Ender tank, like that. So let's just use some of this netherrack behind here. And then we're going to pop the tank. I think I can pop it down sideways. Yeah, there you go. And that's now pumping in and immediately draining out, because it'll be going into the Mistcraft world. Set that to insert. It'll immediately go into the Mistcraft world and filling up the tanks over there. So until those are full, this will not fill up. And that should be draining that. Yeah, it's keeping up. Topping it up all the time. And as you can see, it's already started replacing the lava with stone. So we've got quite a lot of lava to go on here. What I'll do is I'll block this up, because I've no ghasts to fire at these, which you really don't want. So let's just close that up like that. And that should be fine. Apart from I need a way out. That's a good start. So let's jump over. Oh, there you go. You see, I think the drums over in the Mistcraft world are either full or the world has just unloaded, and I'm having the same problem again. But I'll jump over to the Quarry world and see how it's going on. And here we are back at the Quarry world. It's, as you can see there, it's filled up. This tank is also full. Everything's full. What I need to do is I need to make, at the moment these are what's called 1 multiplier generators. If you get 8 of these, put them together, you can make an 8 times generator, so it's like having 8 jennies, but it just creates 1 more generator. If I just show you that. If you look at the lava gen, you have a 1, power multiplier 1, power multiplier 8. So 8 of those makes 1 of those, 8 of those makes 1 of these 64 times ones. Much more powerful, much more of an output, and it'll make our quarry go much more faster. What I might actually end up doing is taking off this, because this will actually inhibit it only to 400 RF per tick, and this can go much faster than that. But as yet we can't upgrade to any higher grade cells because we just don't have the materials at the moment. So that's just ticking away, even without its frame. Bizarre. Very bizarre. That's upgrading that, so I'll look into building more lava generators and speed that up. So we now have the lava generator, the 8 times lava gen. Get some more power out of this fella. So let's break him. Okay, we're going to lose lava, but yeah. What are you going to do, huh? Pop that there, pop him there. And now we've gone from 40 up to 320. So that should now chew through that. There you go. Moving lots quicker now. Nice and fast. Although for some reason it seems to be skirting through areas that have no stone. Nothing to quarry. Joy. Yeah. Anywho. So let's see how we get on with this. Should be much faster. I probably won't have the storage to actually deal with the speed that this is going to go at, even though it's still just ticking away. It's nothing major. I don't think I'm going to have the storage for this, so bring on AE2. And yeah, so that's going to be a little bit chaotic. Let's just jump back to base and see how that's getting on. Pop over here. This is the quick little receptor area. Reception? Receptor? Reception. That's better. Reception. And as you can see, things popping in there. I've just got a little transfer node on the end. Few speed upgrades, nothing major, and a stack upgrade, so it takes a stack at a time. But half that, I should be able to get an idea. Still going out quite fast. Half that again. Still fairly fast. Let's just take it out completely. And there you go. You can see it's starting to fill up quite nicely. So I've just got some basic barrels. Some of them have upgrades. This has a major upgrade on it, 'cause obviously the amount of cobble we're going to get. Anything that doesn't filter into these barrels automatically goes into this chest. As you can see, I have a shed load of white stained clay, which I can do nothing with. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. Might use it for some kind of infill. Anywho. Anything that goes into there, and then that fills up. I've got another diamond chest here with some bits and pieces in it. just as an overspill. We do need to sort out some form of proper storage, but I'm kind of holding off for AE2 at the moment before I design anything major, because whatever I design is going to be taken down anyway. I need to leave, not do too much on this area. Keep saying that, don't I? And every time I do a little bit more and a little bit more. Right, so we need AE2. So here we are at our first meteor on our hunt. Ooh, sorry, did you hear my stomach gurgle then? At our first hunt for some AE2 materials. Now in the middle of these meteors is a skystone chest, which should have, incredibly slowly, which should have a, I can't remember the names of the damn things now. Let's just mine down, see if we can find this. We may take some time doing this. It's quite awkward. In the middle of this should be a nice skystone chest. It'll be in here somewhere. Just talk amongst yourselves for the time being. Ah, there we go. Skystone chest. What have we got? Oh, 3 out of 4. There are 4 of these in total that you need. And these are required for the new AE2 to actually make... Let's just have a look at what they're called. Rather than use my failing memory, let's have a look-see. So we have an inscriber engineering press, calculation press, logic, and a silicon. We are missing... Which one are we missing? We are missing the calculation press, I believe. Yeah, that's the one we're missing. And those will make these circuits. And to make these circuits, you're going to need an inscriber, which is incredibly slow, but I've cooked up a little system using barrels and pipes to try automate this a little bit easier. Otherwise, it is a very time-consuming thing. So let's pop over to our next meteor. See what we get out of that one. And here we are at our next meteor. Now I found these quite by chance, just by looking on the map. Had one there. This was the previous one we were at. I've only found 2 so far, so hopefully we're going to get the calculation press out of this one. Come on, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. So once we have these, we can start on the road to AE2. Yay! Happy days. Let's just chew through this. Again, talk amongst yourselves. Go bake a cake. Ooh, there we go. And damn it! Oh, no. So I'm going to have to go find another one. See if we can get the calculation press. Oh, I thought it was going to be a winner then. Oh well. Hey ho, let's find another one. So we're here at the 3rd. Is it 3rd or 4th? I'm losing count, losing my marbles. So let's try. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ready. What's to betting that this is not what I need? Engineering, got one of those. Yes, got it. And get rid of that. Don't need that. Back of the net. Yes, we have all 4. Joy of joys. Now we will be needing some of this skystone as well, because AE2 does require some of this for some of its builds. So I'll sit here and chew through this for a while, which is very Dullsville. So I'll deal with that, and I'll see you shortly. Welcome back, welcome back. So, that should do us for this episode, I think. One thing I do need to point out, one thing. No, AE2, baby. Oh yes, AE2. I'll go through this in the next episode, a quick basic setup of how to get a very, very basic AE2 system. But one thing I need to point out is to find the meteorites, you will need this fella, this little meteorite compass. And a meteorite compass, when you hold it, you can see the blue arrow? It'll point to wherever the next meteor is. So you can just go and find them. It will actually find them underground as well, which can sometimes be a royal pain in the butt, because you have to go digging for them. But those are the yeah. And this is the new grinder. While you were away, I just installed this. Very noisy. Same thing again, I've replaced the pipes now, because we can get item conduits. So it's exactly the same thing. Drops into here. I've got a little item filter. Wow, noisy. Little item filter here that basically pulls out all the junk that I don't need. And it recycles it, which is fun. Let's get away from there because it is noisy. Little upgrade here, upgrade to the capacitor bank. So we've got the next tier of that. A little bit faster. I'll just pop you into the room back here. Show you behind here. We're nicely getting mob essence now, preparing for the auto spawner. So in the next episode, we need to go on a hunt for emeralds because we are woefully lacking in emeralds. So I think it's going to be a trip into the twilight. Because I've looked around, the only possible way to get emeralds is villager trading, which is a bit of a nightmare. Or we can go mining in some extreme hills, which is Dullsville, Tennessee. So the next thing is, let's go find some hollow hills in the twilight and let's go dig those out. So that'll be it for this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video, it helps me out enormously. This is ZurnZen. I'll see you on the flip side. Much love.